Alright, sounds good. Alright, that sounds not too bad. Well, they're still stuck in Adland, that's fine. Oh, I need to change my stuff. Alright, do that, do that. Okay, we should be able to get a hold of him here in a hot minute. Don't dump it, don't dump the phone. Alright, well, anyways, how is everyone doing today? We're just kind of chilling right now. Probably be 2-ish hours today. But yeah, we can just let the ads run for now. Alright. Okay, everything's working like it should. Ginyu, thank you for the raid. I'm ready to hop into Discord when you have the opportunity. Alright, good. Welcome back from Adland, everyone. We'll get you a little shout out here real quick. Emerald, thank you for getting the first year viewer. Do this here. Shout him out. And since he raided into us, we'll turn off redeems, but we might turn them back on once I'm doing some editing. That's a big maybe. Anyway, since we're... Oh, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, we'll call him up. Alright, let's hope the audio is not too wonky like last time. Hello? Oh no, did it not pair? Wait, why is it? Oh, that's why it's doing that. There we go. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Unmute, alright. You just can't hear him yet.
Hello.
Yeah.
I am here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me get this started
No
here.
problems.
Make sure we have it up here. There you go. Got your little boogie. Let's see how you sound, because Discord loves to break randomly.
Yep. No, understandable.
All right, everything is good. Awesome. Finally, at long last, I'm able to interview you.
Indeed, indeed.
Funny story about that. I guess I can tell people in chat because on the day I messaged you with like 5 people within like an hour canceled, and it's like, have I been punked? One after the other. I'm like, is this a conspiracy? Like the tinfoil hat on my head type of thing.
Yep, it definitely was a real interesting that happened. Indeed.
It is. It's just, yeah, I learned to laugh about it. I haven't had to like beg too many people yet. Keyword yet.
Oh yeah, for sure, indeed.
I'm lucky there's no shortage of VTubers right now. We're not in a VTuber recession.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, why don't you introduce yourself to the dear viewers since they got a new face here?
Well, okay. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Junior Long. I am a mythical Chinese Minotaur dragon. I am a half Chinese dragon and a half Minotaur. I come from the wonders of the mythical world, now down here living on Earth. I'm a Call of Duty competitive player, but I also play a variety of other games, like other shooters, a variety of like chill co-op games, and horror games as well. So I've been kind of doing a lot of collabs lately, but for the past many years, I've been a Call of Duty streamer. So hopefully we get to know each other and let's have a let's have a good fun good night.
Which Call of Duty have you been playing recently? There's so many.
Yeah, there is. The recent one, the
The
Black
free
Ops 6.
one?
No, Warzone. Funny story. Even though there's Warzone, I despise Battle Royales. So I just play the multiplayer version. Even though
Gotcha.
I have to spend $70 on it, I don't. I prefer that than playing losing my brain cells on a Battle Royale game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of funny in that way of it feels like they got to the point of they're like, oh, we're gonna go to future, and then they went all the way back to World War II, and it's like, oh, you guys. I guess after going to Call of Duty in space, they kind of ran out of ideas.
Well, I mean, people were. I mean, to be fair, people were. I mean, they at some point listen to the community and be like, "Hey, we don't like this jetpack stuff, and we are just not." And they just reverted back to boots on the ground, no jetpacks at this point. Other than trying to uh do different movement systems for the past I don't know, for the past, I would say 8 years now, and they've been hit or miss at some point. They have been hit or miss, I'll say.
Yeah, God,
So
it feels like I'm surprised it's been that long since the last one comes out. I don't usually play it. I get bored like if games are too repetitive, shooters, platformers. My mind just goes off into another direction.
no, I get you. Uh, no, I get you. It's definitely one of those things where I don't I don't mind. I still, even though it's been so absurd with Call of Duty, even with Black Ops 7, the surprise I went back to back titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's been interesting on how other people say that they stopped playing since Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 19, this and
Mm-hmm.
that. Even though I'm one of those people that is just like, there's no other game. Like for me, I just love Call of Duty. It's just one of those simple games I just love. Even though the movement system's not as simple, the fact that you could just point and shoot and you just just be moving. I just love what Call of Duty does. Even though this next year might be a little different since you got now you can be able to bounce, like, basically wall bounce off the be able to bounce off the walls and shit like that.
Oh
Kind of
yeah,
like what
fun
Jetpack does.
parkour and Call of Duty.
Say again.
Oh, that's always fun doing parkour on Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, yeah. It's gonna be interesting on how that's gonna work out since I don't see. I never saw. I mean, the only time they did something like that was obviously the
Mm-hmm.
jetpacks with like being able to be able to move, like be able to wall run and stuff like that. So it's definitely been interesting on that. But but the battlefield the jetpack holders were not that bad. But I do understand the frustration of the recent CODs. So
Yeah, it feels like it's almost at one point was like the Assassin's Creed where it was yearly, the Madden. It just felt like it was coming out year after year after year, and it just not
Yeah,
my
it
niche.
does. It does. Yeah, it does get boring at that time at points. I mean, like even though I've been buying pretty much all of the modern cards, even though some of my friends that basically kind of gave up on COD, I still haven't given up on COD because I still love Call of Duty. To basically, I told myself before, I'll still love Call of Duty till it gets it gets repetitive, or I just until I die, whatever the case is, or until like Call of Duty kills itself, for instance. So
Basically,
it's
does
one of
what Sim City or The Sims have done, just right into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I wouldn't love any. I wouldn't love more than Call of Duty and staying alive. But with
Mm-hmm.
what they have been doing recently, it's that like, obviously there has been some obviously not a lot of people with Battlefield 6 beta, with people be playing Battlefield 6, and now people are saying, "Oh, you made my choice easier," especially when the trailer and the reveal and the what was it? The I guess the direct
Yeah.
came out. Not a lot of people liked what the hell they're talking about, and I definitely agreed. I definitely agree. This game, like, give anyone, if I were to tell people, should I get Black Ops 7? I say obviously I'll say play the beta first. If the beta ain't good, don't even bother. For me, I'll still play the beta and still buy the game. So it's like, you know, I'm just like, it's definitely they definitely are basically running out of ideas at this point, because it's just, especially when you look at the, if any of you watched the Black Ops 7 direct, and like in terms of the campaign,
Yeah.
it's confusing. Like, and when I watched it first, I just thought it was like, oh, I was really questioning why they made some decisions of bringing back a bad guy, where in Black Ops 2 we made a choice of killing the person, or the person we um basically keep them alive and they're in jail. Spoiler alerts for people who did not play Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, how come we can make those choices, but he's still out there? Like, basically what the direct is telling us is that the main bad guy from Black Ops 2 is still out there and is still causing chaos. How does that even happen? And
If
the
you want to
fact
get
that one of
silly
the
about it, clones, evil cyborgs, evil twin brothers.
oh yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't make sense. And the fact that one of the other characters that haven't the fact that some characters did not return, and shown that where you had the choice to kill that person, or where you choice that you kill that person and such, they're somehow back. Like, I don't know, it's like for some reason they screwed up. It's like for some reason they want to screw up the timeline anyway, since like apparently most of the people that made the choices on Black Ops 2 didn't really matter. It was pre somehow, I don't know. I'm not a story writer, but it's weird that they brought back characters where we had the choice to kill them off, or whatever the case is, and somehow, oh, the main bad guy is out. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell's going
That's
on?
kind of sad for the people that actually do enjoy the story, besides just like, oh, I just play it the lobbies or whatnot. Because I'm sure there are people that are out there.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, hell, I saw a YouTube video that does review games and such. He he put the title on named, oh my god, what's going
It's
on?
okay to look it up.
It's a title called Black Ops 7 is creatively bankrupt. Like it's like they ran out of ideas. Like they just put out a messy, trippy, what the fuck is going on story. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I think the main problem right now is that, like, not only visually, like, if they want, like, obviously Black Ops 7 was going to be a sci-fi looking, since you'll continue off of Black Ops 2. If if they wanted that sci-fi look, congrats, they did something. But most people didn't really like that visual look of Black Ops 7. And the and the fact that and the fact that what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and the fact that, you know, like, personally, I don't care. Like, if a game's not gonna function, I don't, and then it's gonna be shit. I don't give it. Like, for me, ga- visuals don't really matter to me. Sometimes it's more of the mechanics and, like, the core play of, like, how the game's gonna run. If it's gonna run like shit, then it ain't gonna be for me. But if it's gonna run like if it's gonna function good, then I'll like the game. But in terms of visual, like, if I were to give a rating of, like, the visuals of the game, I would probably say a 4 out of 10. And for
Wow.
what they're trying to do in terms of story wise, I don't know what the hell's going on with the story. Uh, what they were telling me is probably going to be a 3 out of 10 in terms of story wise. Like, this is just first impressions of what I saw in terms of both the reveal and the direct. So, but from the way they delivered it was so, it was just it was just not good. It just didn't grab onto me really. So it's one of those things where I just don't understand the direction they're going off of at this
Might want
point.
to wait up for a sale then to see if it actually runs properly.
Uh, I wouldn't say no. Well, I said, well, like I said, I would play the beta first. If the beta is good, then it'll be interesting. If it's not good, then obviously, if it's not good for that person, then obviously don't buy it. If you still think it's good but not worth the price, then obviously wait for the sale. But for me, I'm still going to be buying at full price no matter what. Since, like, because I'm a competitive player, I have
Mm-hmm.
to, buy the recent games, even though I would love to play the older games. When it comes to newer games that are going to be happening right now, I have to play the newer games. So one of those things where
You're stuck in the trend
it,
cycle type of thing, the ever growing backlog.
yeah, that's, and also, I don't know. I, Most games, like, I don't know, the games, like the recent games I've been playing with in terms of collabs, they've been fun. But are they more fun if I play them alone? Not. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things where some games I'll play on my own. I'll stream by myself. But if it's a game that requires teamwork, that you know that works well with teamwork, or just whatever the case is, or if it's more funner if you have a collab with people, then it's definitely one of those things where I might as well play those games when I'm collabing with someone. So it's one of those. So I I mean, I don't know. And plus, I have, like, I'm part of a server that purely loves Call of Duty, so I have that as well. But
Oh,
yeah, it's
nice.
definitely
No one to worry,
yeah.
like never running out of having people to play with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and plus they're competitive players as well, so we do have that. So I do have that similar interest with those people. So with those people.
Yeah, other popular like FPSs I can think of offhand are like Splitgate 1 and 2, Helldivers.
Oh yeah, Helldivers 2, it's still going strong. Splitgate 2, they're in a bit of a weird. Splitgate 2, they're in a bit of a weird, like something happened, and basically they put Splitgate 2 back on beta for some reason. I don't
Ooh.
know why.
I
I don't know
heard
why.
they did what Overwatch did when they're like, "Oh, we're going to announce Overwatch 2." They shut down the original. This is just hearsay, from what I've heard. And they're like, "Oh, we got to unlaunch it." And I'm like, "Oh, you must have really messed up that you're unlaunching a game."
Yeah, I mean, what I've heard so far in terms what I've heard so far,
Yeah.
what I heard so far, it actually is that they're not they're gonna shut down the games. They're gonna shut down the servers, the official servers, but people are still allowed to host servers on the games. So there's still like peer to peer, like there's a lot of tech talk right here, but basically they could be able to host their own servers
Well,
without
that's
needing the
good.
official
Stop
servers.
killing games, had an influence on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. I mean, I definitely think it. It's going to be a long way before Stop Killing Games is going to be trying to do something, trying to do stuff about trying to basically get these game developers to do something to preserve all these other games that you're going to be just killing off anyway.
Exactly. But I'm sure there'll be like third party companies that'll like pop up being like, "Oh, do you need help sunsetting your game or whatever?" These third party services.
Yeah, I mean like Call of Duty has third party services that do help with that do have you know, like Call of Duty usually doesn't have like the server browser thing. Now there's like a service that before they got sued before I mean they're still up. There's still those services are still up, but they had services where you just it's basically like a mod for your game and then you have all the security and then be able to make servers, have like a server browser and all this other stuff. So there are people out there that there are modders out there that are trying to preserve the older Call of Duties. Like how many is that? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount chunk of people that are still playing the older cards with the those modded services.
Oh, definitely. Or, it's such an old franchise. People now have grown up with it, or they had kids, or they
Mhm.
are grandkids, and they're like, "Oh, I want to show them the Call of Duty I played when I was their age." And I notice a lot more people are kind of starting to think as they get older, like, "Wait a minute, I can't access the games I used to be able to as a kid, or movies, or etc." Preservation type stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean before they they were cease and desist because of we didn't know why in the first place because I felt like they're not being paid. These models are not being paid to do to keep the servers up. They're doing it for free. But apparently, from what I've known, is because there's like things where you can be able to, do all the cheats of like, oh, unlock all and all this stuff. Like they didn't like that, obviously, since they can track that for sure. Like they can track if you are leveling up and such. So that's why they were ceasing desisting those services. But so far, those services that came back, you just not only you had no, not only they had a basically torrent copies of the game, they allowed those players to basically max unlock everything, max level and unlock everything. So they were not happy with that. So they had to modify their service to not allow that anymore. Only server browser and some extra security that they're putting in the services.
Huh.
So
Oh,
it was a little bumpy road for those services. I think back it was I believe it was 2 3 years ago. Um, but now they I think they're pretty much still fun. They're still now out there. Still, they're just back in the day when they had basically a full copy of a game that no one that you could just download for free, essentially. Like you
yeah.
have to like for the modern services, you have to have a legit copy. Like if you bought it on Steam, then that's your game. instead of having to make a like if you want to play the game, you have to if you want to play the game for free, then that's where Call of Duty has an issue with. So I understand from the Call of Duty's perspective on what it did, what they need to do, but it's a little scummy. But you know,
Yeah, unless they were like somehow able to be like, oh, like how they had the mods that people were using them to like cheat and like, ranked play or something or some kind of like coding magic, which is way over my head.
yeah, indeed. I don't think it was the cheating issue because I know the modded service for Black Ops 2 had a thing where if you're cheating, if you're cheating, then on PC mainly, if you're cheating on PC, then service is the service is going to take care of that essentially. So I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things. Just yeah, crazy indeed.
Besides Call of Duty, is there any other games you're looking forward that are coming out, whether to play on or off stream, or just in your own time?
Well, I did play the Battlefield 6 beta, and that was really fun. And I did complete all the beta challenges for the game. I'm thinking about pre-ordering the game. I'm just it's another $70. It's another $70 game, so I'm not too sure if I want to get that yet. But if most of my friends are going to be playing, most of my VTuber friends are going to be playing that game, then I'll get it for sure if I can. But it'll depend. It's all going to depend what on what people are going to be what my friends are going to be playing and such.
Oh, definitely. I see you're part of a VTuber group. Did you audition for that, or was it just like you happen to know the person who made the thing, and they're like, "Hey, Genu, you want to join this thing?"
Um, Pretty much it was. I would say yeah. I would say we met the owner of the owner of the agency. Actually, we met each other. We met each other off of another other people's different servers and such, and we had a bit of interest in terms of collabs, and we did that and such, and he had the idea of like, oh, where I'm gonna make a group, I'm gonna make an agency, but it's meant for people, but it's one of those groups where you don't give up your IP or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep you could go into agency with your current IP. So
Is
I
there
was
any
like,
staff that are like helping support you in it, or is it just like you come with your IP type of thing, or not at this
uh,
time?
I mean, I mean, for me, it was just more of we just came in. Well, obviously, I obviously auditioned, and like they didn't like it wasn't one of those. I mean, they're kind of a company, they're kind of a agency that they don't, they just want to have the good vibes off of you. They don't want to, it doesn't matter if you're talented or not. They just want to have the good vibes and such. So and you know, I don't know. It's a little complicated because like for me, I just use my highlight clips, and I was able to get into the VTuber industry.
Oh, nice. So it's more of just like a little friend group, not like a legal agency where they take a portion of your earnings or that kind of thing.
No. This VTuber agency is this VTuber agency is this VTuber agency is not like Hololive or anything or Face Connect or anything like that. It's just like a kind of like a fun thing that they want to do and see how it goes. And they're currently doing they're doing second wave of auctions for the VTuber group actually. So it'll be interesting what happens. I mean, we just had another individual just joined the group, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what happens.
Definitely. That's awesome because I know a lot of them just, VTuber groups, they don't last long or they don't even get off the ground. But that's just from my personal experience.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, there's definitely some groups that I've heard about before, and it doesn't, even I had some previous VTuber friends that they had a group of their own. They had their friend group of their own, and then they have three, and then some of the members left, of course. So I'm not, I was like, oh, interesting. Back in the day when I first saw them being part of a group.
Oh, definitely. There's been times I've thought I just like, I'll make my own thing, but I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work. And I know how it can be like trying to get VTubers into do just a thing. It's like trying to herd cats.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't help that I'm like nocturnal. So it's like, oh, most people can't do it around this time because it's like, oh, getting off of work around this time, just force a habit.
uh, Say again. Sorry. My mind is juggling at the moment.
All right. It's more of time zone differences that is for me. It's like trying to find people, and it's like either they're in Australia, or it's like either when I first started out, I could only do mornings because I do it before my shift at work. All right, because I was doing
Hmm.
night shift, and then it's like, oh, my work changed and it was a little bit more flexible. But I'm like, well, I wanted to do evenings since I'm naturally a night owl. So I just started doing it there, and it was just way more chill. And surprisingly, more people showed up when I started doing evening streams than like 6, 7 in the morning streams.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me back. I mean, for me back in the. I mean, for me when I was streaming mainly by myself, and like had like some friends drop by and want to play with me and such. It was mainly, sometimes in the evening, like sometimes in the evenings, like very like basically next morning streams and such, like 6 a.m. and shit like that. But now with like, you know, with me getting older, I'm kind of starting to realize that, I'm trying that I need to not stream as late as I was before, since now with like, college being a little harder now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to be able to, whatchamacallit, I need to be able to kind of keep up with like my work and my college work and such,
Oh,
and
definitely. That's fair.
not be too tired, obviously, because past 4 days, I said on my when I said on my stream, past 4 day, technically this is my fourth day, but these past 3 days, including this day, has been kind of a little hectic, since like, I had some classes that I originally was planning, and I have a little I have a little I'm a little iffy on like if I want to continue those taking those classes or not, but it's getting the end of this week, and I kind of need to decide real soon.
Oh, definitely got to
So
have your like little, um, like cutoff period before you can drop out or switch classes.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, like right now, with being considered an independent student now, according to considered an independent student. I'm planning, like right now. My main goal is, in terms of, you know what I want to do as of right now, is get some work experience during college, and then once I get like, oh, I don't know, maybe a year full or so of college work experience, plan to drop out of college, and then, you know go start working out into working in these other companies. So near me. So
Oh, that's the
we'll
hard
see.
part, trying to get your foot in the door.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like that's why I'm kind of now realizing that I should try to start getting dipping my foot into working in terms of working experience and such, and work experience. And what better way to do it is than to try to do it while going to college and doing work inside of the college campus. So that's why these past 3 weeks have been kind of a little hectic since you got to do all the documentations and such in order to even
Mm-hmm.
get like work study. It's you need to have this. You need to have oh I don't know if you need to have financial aid in order to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And been a hectic since like right now I still can't work because I don't have all the documents ready yet.
Stuck in paperwork purgatory.
Yep, paperwork indeed. But I mean, I was able to fill up pretty much what they asked me to fill out. So gonna wait. Hopefully by next week I could get an answer, or it's gonna have to be within the next 2 weeks. But we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. So when did you start doing the whole VTuber streamer thing?
Uh, I started out as a PNG tuber with like using Pit Crew, back back in the late 2020, and then I got my first official official art of me. Uh,
Yeah.
I believe 2021. I want to say, and then I started using that PNG since like obviously Pit Crew is Pit Crew, so
Yeah.
not not someone's actual art, but so I started using that, and then beginning of 2022, that's when I started. I didn't officially debut. I'm still in pre-debut stage. So the model I have that on your screen right now, that's my
Mm-hmm.
current current model at the moment. I
I
do.
mean, you did the smart thing, in my opinion, is you just, see if you whether you like content creation or streaming or any of that stuff. I've heard so many horror stories of people that turned out, oh, they hate it, and they just like sunk all this money and time and effort, and it's like, oh,
Funny part is, I before VTubing. This is my 10th year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So I've been doing content creation way before VTubing.
oh
So
wow,
yeah, so basically when I was uh basically I think did I do it when I was 13? Like I first started doing like streaming stuff. That's not like this OBS stuff.
mm-hmm.
But like the whole Google Hangouts thing that you can be able to live stream on your YouTube and such.
Yeah,
I started doing that actually at a particularly young, oblivious age, which is I think I started doing it when I was 13, 14 years old on YouTube. And then of course when I got my new computer and such back in starting of 20 back in 2014 for Christmas, I started live streaming, doing a variety of streams and started live streaming on Twitch. Twitch. So it's been a long road. And I've been doing this thing since pretty much when I was 13, 14 years old. And and then I started streaming on Twitch when I was 15. So it's been a long road.
yeah, that is wow. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know, like mess with it till I was like, my late teens, early 20s. I started messing with YouTube and stuff, and then it was like my niche was completely different. I did that on and off for a few years, and it wasn't until like 2022 or well 2021. It's like I'm good. I'm gonna give it another shot, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll try this Twitch site because I was kind of nervous because I heard so many horror stories about Twitch. I was so nervous to stream on Twitch.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely a little intimidating at first, but once you get used to like kind of a public exposure on screen, Obviously VTubing is different, but like once you kind of get exposure, you do that little anxiety does get to kind of subsidize down a bit in terms of that anxiety. So it's definitely it just takes a bit of time. Like there are some people that will still be nervous even though they've been streaming for long, and there are some people who will get used to it very easily. So it's like it, it's not like one of those things where you have to show your face all the time, but it's definitely you know VTubing just adds another extra load of, oh, this is very interesting, and
Yeah.
people will get more interested in VTubing and such.
But you run into the issue that I've seen some people complain about is not everybody wants to talk to anime person, cartoon person. They rather talk to a flesh tuber. And I'm like, that's fair for them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people. Yeah, no, I can understand where they're coming from. Since like, well, I mean, VTubing is now taking over. Like Aussie Dodger Stadium, VTubing is taking over there. So and people there are some people most people are probably one of those things where it's like back in my days we never had this stuff of we just know people by knowing their face and like all this other stuff, and now that you got these cartoon looking people that like just doing all of this, it's a little weird, but so I respect it in a way. Like there's definitely some people that just don't like there are some people that outright just don't like VTubing, or what like I've seen some videos where people explain the reasoning why they don't like VTubers and such, and I can understand where the perspectives are. That's like, well, you're doing it, all the trends and such. It's one of those things. It's just
That and it also bleeds into like faceless YouTube channels or people that would use like a cartoon sprite for like story time, animated series, or a video essay. That it's like, you think about it hard enough, that's also in its way VTubing. Because there are people that never showed their face.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I think I think it's interesting on how people that don't show their face at all, don't show their face at all. Those people get popular, and some people who just show their face outright. It's definitely interesting on how content creation has you know been have been content creation has been moving up in a way.
Oh,
I guess I'll
definitely.
say that.
It's what most kids want to be, as opposed to them being like, oh, I want to be a movie star, or a musician. It's now like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a YouTuber. It's like, oh,
No, I wouldn't let if I had a child, I would not let my child do that.
oh, definitely. It's like, ooh, your chances of actually being successful. It's like,
It's not
yeah.
it's not the success that worries me. It's the obviously, people obviously, the whole obviously like, there's been people complaining about, like YouTube with being like with kids and such with like made for kids and such. It's just like, I just don't trust. I just don't honestly no one should trust putting their kid like letting their kid go like be alone on the internet. You can't do that.
It's not a
Re-
babysitter.
No, you have to no, no, you don't. Yeah, it's not a babysitter one. And second, there are some creepy people out there that will, interact with children. And I do not want that happening with my child, my future child, whatsoever. So, and if I want to, and if I let my child be on the internet, they have to be at a certain age. Which what's the what's the adult age? 18.
Yeah.
If they want to do anything like content creation or whatever. or maybe 16 or 17, whatever. But maybe that's a little in the gray area. Just really depends. But I would never allow my child on the internet, unless without my supervision, of course.
Oh, definitely. It's getting like wild out there, especially how they're just like they're trying to like regulate the internet and it's like, "Oh, I could see this going horribly wrong."
Yeah, and like I understand it, especially with like the way how like UK is trying to do it is that like on paper it sounds reasonable. In reality, they're just attacking adults. It's like
Exactly.
you're not actually helping the children at all. You want to help the children, just tell if you want to help the children, how about go after the people that are actually hurting children?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't like like you can't just go you can't put something that's basically regulating the internet and then requiring putting your full information into the government basement into the government database, even though IDs they're already in your database since you have your ID. But it's one of those things where there's a bit of a what if there's like something happens. Oh, I don't know, a hacker wants to penetrate through the database and like take all the information. What happens to that? Well, they go, well, you can't blame it on the hackers. You can't blame it on the people that were working on it. You can only blame the people who created it and shows that there's a flaw in your system.
And there's
And
so many like horror stories of just like, places getting hacked or, recognizable information getting like leaked and it's like, okay, like was I part of these million plus, sensitive information leaked?
yeah,
It's
and
only going to get worse. Like people have your public ID. There was actually a big leak. They had an app called the T app, and it was what.
I heard about it. Yes.
Yeah, well, for those that aren't aware of it, it was this application where women had to show their ID to prove they were one, so they could submit pictures of their boyfriend or a partner to be like asking for random people on the internet if the T, and no matter what gender that is kind of creepy and very invasive. Well, of course it got hacked.
I'm not honestly surprised right there.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not surprised right there since these hackers are not stupid. There are some people that are very smart. There are some people that are smarter than what these companies think. How a hacker is, like they're smarter. I mean, hell, you could. I mean, hell, there's some people like hell. There's even the one guy that even hacked a federal agency and a government agency here in the U.S. and the guy um basically went to Russia because of that situation.
Oh yeah, I know
And
about that one. Yep, that you're talking.
yeah, and it's like like the government that's the problem with me with my with me having full control on stuff that's database that's
Mm-hmm.
uh your personal data and such, because like it can be hacked anytime. It doesn't matter if you have the greatest security system or whatever, whether it's be trusted or not, or say, oh, you shouldn't trust this system, trust our system, it's more secure. People are going to find a way to get around that security system and be able to hack and steal all the data information and sell it to someone or to sell it in another country or whatever the case is. Like it's going to happen anytime, any day. It's just a matter of when they want to do it and what is the objective of trying to do all of that.
Oh, definitely. Like I've seen so many like getting cracked because they brag great companies like, oh, no one can crack our DRM, and people are like, yeah, hold my drink. and usually like within a day it's cracked.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, and I just hate the fact that like even like even anti cheats, even like the fact that even anti cheats are trying to use kernel level anti cheats in order to stop cheaters. Even with the Battlefield 6, even the Battlefield 6 beta, they had their own kernel anti cheat, and basically you have to uninstall Valorant if you want to play the Battlefield 6. Like, is this what we're gonna? Is this the next thing that's gonna be happening in order to stop cheaters? Like, it's like you can't like it's just insane on how where we are right now in terms of cheating issue, especially with Black Ops 7 when they had they did not even mention, they only mentioned what's going to be in the game, which obviously what game companies should be doing, but they never mentioned about anything. Like, obviously they're going to probably doing hopefully COD next, they're going to announce stuff that's going to fix servers, fix the anti-cheat, all this other stuff that's gonna help with the quality of the QOL or whatever it's called in terms of the game and such
Yeah.
to make the gaming experience more fun.
Oh, definitely. It's certainly been interesting, like the last, like, gosh, I can't believe we're already like going into the fall. It feels like this year's flown by so far.
Oh yeah, I've said to my dad so many times, this all these past years, it's been it like days have been going fast, and like I think everyone would feel the same way. So it's definitely been interesting for so far for the past decade, and so on.
I see you also multi-stream. Have you been doing that a lot, or like that's, or is that something that you've incorporated into your content?
Technically, this is not my first time doing it. I did it. I believe I did it. According to my previous, because I multi-stream. The only time I was able to stream was YouTube and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, I actually multi-streamed on YouTube, obviously. So so I had some experience with some multi-streaming, but that was back in the day. Now with a plugin I could use in order to, it takes a lot of your resources on the computer, but you do and internet. With the internet upgrade, like basically basically I started doing it when we upgraded our internet last year,
Oh.
which was which obviously our upload speed wasn't that great and such, and the download speed wasn't that great, and we decided to, you know, see if there's like like obviously like for me I had like 100 megabits in download and 10 megabits in upload, so I thought what's the I mean, download speed to me didn't really matter. What mattered most was upload speed, and there was a next few tiers where up download speed was great, upload speed was awesome as well, and also there was a deal going on. So we thought we upgrade our internet, and
Mm-hmm.
lo and behold, our internet's pretty good and pretty fast for home internet at least. Um, but it has been a little challenging since like Aussie. Like so far, I've only been streaming 3 platforms: Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm planning to multi-stream a 4th platform, potentially a 5th platform. But what's setting me back right now is obviously the hardware limits. Since I have a gaming PC, I have a streaming PC. I
Mm-hmm.
stream a PC right now. So far, I can't, and I also record my my VODs all the time. So it's also putting more resources on the computer, and so far I've only been able to stream multi-stream 3 platforms. I'm gonna try this, and I'm trying to squeeze that fourth stream platform. It's gonna be tough, but I hope to. I hope that I can be able to do it.
I mean, you could try
But we'll
like
see what happens.
Restream. That's web based. Downloading your VODs and editing it that way. Are you using ATEM or Stream Elements, the plugin for multi streaming? Are you using something different?
Oh, I use Atom. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard about Atom, and it's like a free multi. It's like the free multi streaming uh plugin, and like I heard about. I like my actually. I used Restream before. That was the that was my first time ever actually using multi streaming, which was Restream.io. That was back when I was only doing YouTube and Twitch and wanted to try it out. But now with like, a stream PC and upgraded internet, I thought, you know, give it a try. And plus, if you want to if you want to do multiple platform, if you want to stream multiple platforms, it costs money every month. So I was like, I want to stick with ATEM and see how I can balance out the um the streaming resources and such.
Yeah, I just paid for like the year package. And so like I'm good for the year.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have that type of money every year, but you know, since I'm living with my family,
Mm-hmm.
might as well just you know might as well just see what I can do in terms of you know in terms of not only upgrading, but we when we upgraded, we actually did save money as well, so that was a plus for us. So you know, as long as we can keep saving for the next years or so, we don't mind
I mean,
upgraded
yeah,
internet
well, what I
service.
got set up is 190 so a year, so it's not that bad, but
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we still have. I mean, I mean, we have internet, and we also have like TV service as well. Since my dad
oh,
watches a lot of TV, so so we still have to keep that. But that's fine, honestly. I mean, I sometimes watch. I still watch cable TV on my phone now, since watching on the TV is old. So we watch on our phones and tablets.
yeah. I know more people are watching YouTube, which is like on their television, which is really wild.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I mean, we don't. I mean, I'm probably the person that watches in my family that watches a shit ton of YouTube. Like I just, whenever I feel sad or feel anxious or whatever the case is, I try to watch funny shit. And whenever I feel anxious or just want to jam on something, I watch YouTube. I listen to YouTube, including right now. I'm using like YouTube Premium, the YouTube Premium, which it's definitely a lot, but I have the student discount, so yeah,
Ah.
it don't matter as of
Yeah,
right now.
Premium
So
makes it so much easier because I think I canceled it for a month because I was having financial issues and I'm good now, but oh my gosh, all the scam ads like they had on there, it was crazy.
yeah, yeah. Back when I saw those scam ads, I'd just be like, "Oh, oh, what's this? Oh, this looks like shit. Oh, this is clearly a scam. Report, report them as a spam or scam." So
I know. They can't even deal with the bot comments. Like, it just feels like they just let anybody put ads out there.
yeah, and that's what pissed me off. It says like I understand they want to I kind of understand that they want to have like people to advertise whatever they want, but then you got shit like that. You got shit like those scam ads that they don't regulate. They don't look at and see if it's partly a scam or it's like it looks like AI slop or whatever the case is.
Oh,
I
definitely.
like AI stuff doesn't bother me. It's the deep fakes and such, and like Aussie like trying to look like you know the you know trying to make it look like legit and quote unquote legit and such in terms of like that influencer influencing like promoting an item or whatever
Oh, I know what you're
when
talking
we know
about.
that yeah like all that stupid dumb shit
Yeah,
or
where they
those cringy
literally take
ads.
someone's video and they'll like put AI on top of it and it'll be someone else's face. And that is such a big issue on Facebook. And they'll use their voice. I've seen like so many horror stories of people it happening to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen that happen. I've seen a short about it, and this guy, and it was a tech YouTuber, and he even called out that someone's been using my face and like using my face and such, and it's like, holy shit, this is real bad.
Yeah,
But
it's getting
I guess that's what
kind of
happens
scary.
when you invent deepfakes and shit like that. I mean, purely, I can't purely blame it on deepfakes and such. It's really the people that are making this type of garbage. But some things like anything, some things shouldn't be invented if it's going to be abused a lot. You know, even though it's fun and it's all fun and dandy, handy and dandy and shit like that, just for fun. There's gonna be times where people are gonna be abusing the hell out of it, and this is one of those situations where everyone's using it for advertising shit like that.
Yeah, and Twitch is the other extreme where you have to like literally call up their like advertising agency there and they like quote you thousands of dollars to run ads on Twitch. While YouTube, yeah, anybody can do it. And Twitch, it's like a white glove experience and you have to jump through all these hoops. It's like so anybody who wants to do small to mid range, unless you're like a big company, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah, for sure. And with what happened with like the ad apocalypse with Twitch, they're got they were in trouble, and I'm surprised they Twitch. I don't know I don't know the situation, but it's like the fact that the ad apocalypse happened, like how YouTube did it, like what happened to YouTube as well. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Twitch is like what 2016 YouTube it used to be before like they put a rein on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I just feel like there's a I just feel like I don't care if people think that this is ridiculous. If advertisers that want to legitimately advertise their stuff for legit things, that it needs to be regulated hard and such. Like YouTube, like obviously don't let the government do that. They don't have no. Most people in the government would have, even older people would have no idea what they're doing in terms of digital stuff. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have people in YouTube and Twitch or any streaming platform figure that shit out
Well, there's hope for us.
themselves.
I heard Matt Pat it started like a creator caucus. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Someone who knows what's going on. You don't have to explain to someone's grandpa or great grandfather on like how does the internet work? How does Wi-Fi work?
Oh yeah, for yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I feel like if we need to, like, obviously this is a dangerous, it's definitely it could be used wrong or such. I think there needs to be people who do internet stuff, and they know how internet works and such, and people like tech YouTubers who know how scam artists do these scam ads and such. There's got to be people like that need to be hired in those positions and need to be hired in those positions and show that and show like basically crack down these scam artists out there and such from doing all this scammy people, obviously.
So, which platforms are you looking into adding to your streaming repertoire?
Uh, so far, Kick. Even like, I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny I say that because I absolutely hated Kick because of their, even though they have said that they kind of even though they're kind of separate platforms, they kind of promote gambling and such. So, but you know, if I take away the gambling part, which you can take away, like they brought like for them they brought back the hot tubs and such, which you can disable from your search and such. Which wish Twitch can do that, but they haven't done something like that yet. I wish they could do that. But even though even though people said that there's like a lot mainly bots on Twitch, oh no, what I'm saying on Kick and such,
There's bots
I
on
would
both, a lot of them.
oh there's no there's bots everywhere. But like the reason why Kick is because Kick is like what the third well known streaming platform and such. So
Yeah.
I want to stream on another platform that I know that like if I wanted like I was thinking of multi streaming on Rumble, but I
Ooh.
know that it's not as popular. I know that's Rumble's not as popular like the other streaming like the other video platforms and such like YouTube and Twitch.
Not unless
But
you're very you're very into political comment. I know some VTubers, that's their jam. I'm like, hey, more power to you. I just couldn't get it to work.
what in terms of like streaming on Rumble?
Yep, on Rumble. It's like I've had better luck doing on Kick, multi-streaming. Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok. Did Instagram at one point, did Facebook at one point before they changed the requirements. Heck, I was even on Trovo and Steam at one point. I've tried a lot
Mm.
of different platforms.
Yeah, I don't particularly. Yeah, TikTok. I have my opinions about it. It's I think it's garbage. I think like not garbage and probably like not probably not garbage in terms of like the functionality and such. Garbage in terms of what they promote and what kids are consuming on TikTok. Like the brainwash stuff that's on TikTok. That's why I'm like so against
Me,
it.
it's
And
more of
like
like I'm on the normie side of TikTok of just like, funny animal videos and stuff. It's like that the most plain normie stuff. It's like I'm not on anything too weird.
well for me, if I want to do anything, if I want to stream on anything that's like TikTok, then YouTube Shorts. Even though it's YouTube, I would prefer watching YouTube Shorts than TikTok, in my opinion, since obviously it's all in one platform. So
Oh, did you hear they're doing? They were. I don't know if they're reversing this or not. They were
what
trying to do like AI upscaling for YouTube Shorts, and people were upset because some of them intentionally added like grainy effects or made it want to look retro, and there was like, oh, they're doing it for select creators.
I haven't heard about that.
It
Haven't
was
heard about that.
it broke in like the last few days, so it's very new news.
Oh, yeah, I don't keep up. I mean, I just started uploading my Twitch clips and such on YouTube Shorts recently, so I'm not too sure what's going on because since I only share it. I basically like the whole clip the thing on Twitch and such. I just share it. I just share it through Twitch, and I don't do all the other stuff that YouTube like how on YouTube you have to upload a video, you need to do all this and that. Twitch just
Oh,
does it
all
for me.
that SEO. Oh my gosh, that was so hard to learn. Even now, it's always changing. It's like that's like one of the good things I'll say about SEO. It's like, oh, give me another creative word for magnificent or something instead of like what I do old school, for creative time. Like, all right, let me get up a dictionary, let me get up a thesaurus. It's like, hey, Chat GPT, give me synonyms of this word.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not in that whole thing of stuff. But yeah, So far, I'm just uploading like my YouTube, my Twitch, like portrait clips
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube Shorts so far. So I mean, so far I've been getting a decent amount of views. So far I've been getting a good decent amount of views. Even my recent one is getting a good decent amount of views, even though it's not like, oh, millions of views. I don't care about that at this point. I don't care about that. I'm just seeing if it's like getting a good decent amount of views.
It's a
Whether it
lot
be
to, it's a lot easier to ask for, someone to react to a clip or a short than like, oh yeah, this stream gets really good at hour 130 and 16 seconds or something like that. It's, people's time is valuable.
oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's just like when it comes to like even though like making videos is also one of the things. I just cut out parts of like videos, like doing like Twitch, like making Twitch clips and such. I just cut out
Mm-hmm.
parts of the videos and then make a clip out of it. Like not do none of this like video editing stuff. Which yeah, it's definitely more professional. I just don't. I just well, people will say that I'd be lazy, but like I'll be honest, I'm a little lazy, and also I just don't have enough time to do all that nowadays. So it's like might as well just let Twitch do the editing. Might as
Yeah,
well use the little Twitch overlay. There's a portrait view and such, different portrait views and such, and just see what happens.
that CapCut, DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, I use DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, it is so good. Like, even for people that, like, I loved it so much, I ended up paying for, like, the paid version, but you can basically do almost everything, even without the it. Like, they have, like, plugins for auto subtitling and other stuff, and I'm like, oh, it actually understands the words I'm saying. Like, I know CapCut, it could not understand, like, half the words I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay. Like,
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of
I
defeating the
haven't
purpose
tried.
there of subtitles.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen the subtitles. It just looks hard. It looks hard to implement. I just didn't know how how most of the shorts I've seen, like how people mostly have done the subtitle thing. I thought it was going to be the old style. Oh, word, time it correctly, bang, blah blah blah, and then there's the subtitles. But I didn't know like AI or
Mm-hmm.
whatever like people use in terms of subtitling
Oh yeah,
can
they
be able
have
to
it
read
so
out.
it's so much easier than the old school literally having to like keyframe it in. It's a lot more efficient than having to do the old school way where you literally transcript the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's one of the reasons why I just don't feel like I just didn't want to get into. I didn't want to get back into YouTube. I didn't want to get into like making a lot of shorts and such because I just don't. No, I don't feel I just don't feel confident enough where it like I just didn't like the fact that I don't know. It's like making a YouTube video before shorts, and it's just like I might as well make a Twitch clip out of. I might as well use Twitch clips, the Twitch's system in terms of clipping, and all of that instead of like trying to go into Vigi, pull up the clip, pull up the video, clip, and then all this sort of stuff.
Oh,
I just want to be
definitely.
simple. I just want to be simple and just use the Twitch clip system, even though it doesn't have the subtitle thing. Hopefully they add that. Hopefully they add something like that. But we'll see. I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what Twitch does in terms of adding stuff like that. But probably not gonna happen for a while since
Yeah, they're
uh
slow to upgrade and move stuff around. Like, I mean, they
yeah, I
added
don't.
what do they call it now? I think they still have TikTok. They call them gift. I think they call them combos now. It's like, oh, for X amount of this, like it's like, oh, you can give them this heart or whatever that's worth this amount of points, which has some monetary value, and I'm waiting for Twitch coins to come out or something silly like that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just what I mean. I mean, so far I'm glad with what Twitch has released so far, which is trying to get rid of the botting issue. I think it's still going to be a lot of bots out there, but at least the Twitch is trying to do something in terms of moderation of getting rid of bots. Like,
It's an uphill battle, but I think they can, work towards it.
yeah, even the past many years they haven't done like they say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. They even though they fail to deliver it most of the time. So it's like at least what I'm hearing so far, it's doing a good job. Is it also? I mean, I've heard that it's also affecting lurkers as well. I don't know how true that is, but like
I
people
haven't
like
seen
apparently.
anything really, or nothing I've noticed really. And there was actually, I kind of got into it. I got into a little bit of a Twitter beef with someone who was intentionally spreading misinformation. And it went from, they're like, I did 1,000 streamers, and I'm like, cool. What are their names? Oh, well, this is based off of proprietary information that I can't do. I'm like, so you looked them up on Twitch Tracker. Turns out they did. And it's like, then it went down to, they said, oh, it was 174. They went down to this list of people that got hit. And then in their document, they said it was 176. I'm like, you're just making stuff up. Just making
Yeah,
people scared, which isn't right.
yeah, that's one of the thing. That's one of the things that I'm not. Uh, I'm just I'm mad about. Not mad, but just like I'm tired of. Is this like cool? You got cool. You okay, interesting. There like Twitch is also doing this as well. Even though we both know that, according to one of the moderators in the Twitch Creator Club, that's not the case of what's happening. But I mean, how it's one of those things where I just don't know if that part what they're saying is really true or not. But I mean, if we see it on the statistics, then yeah, it's an issue. But we haven't seen statistics yet,
That in,
so we need to wait
it's
for
only a
a
month.
month or so. We
I'd
need to wait
give it three
for like a
months.
month.
I'd give it, a quarter or whatever, because because a lot of people are going back to school, meaning they don't have as much free time to watch on Twitch. So everyone's gonna see it go down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's gonna be. I mean, hell. I mean, hell. Like Twitch was like. There was so many people using Twitch during the COVID year, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason why it grew is because of COVID. And even like even people are still even there's still people like VTubers that are debuting on Twitch, and like they're still getting some decent views, like but I think I agree with the people that say on the reason why. I mean, I don't know if there's like other people commentate on like why they're getting people are getting less views and such. Um, but it's definitely I definitely think it's most people are definitely going back to school, and
Mm-hmm. Same
and
thing as
also
I've
just
on YouTube. Like, how a lot of people that are YouTubers suddenly take a vacation in January. And suddenly, once it comes around October, November, December, suddenly they're pumping out videos like crazy. Then after that, they take a little bit of a vacation, which is when ad dollars are up. So, similar thing as that with live streaming.
yeah, and even like even like even like there's even because of like this situation, even some popular streamers, like I don't know if it's true or not, they're being like especially with like like even people are kind of being like, in terms of statistical wise, people have been getting caught with their pants down because some popular streamers are apparently view botting their own streams, and it's like, oh, with this system being put in, let's see who is really bodying their views or not. And so far, some people are kind of getting called out, and it's not only a pleasure to see, but it's also a little scummy to see as well that these popular streamers make it look like they're like the number one streamer out there.
The old fake it
Turns
till you
out
make it mantra there.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's one of those things where that's why I just sometimes don't give a shit about a lot of views, even though views are nice. Do I kind of give a shit about it? Not sometimes, not all the time. Since like I just I want to have fun. Like even though I love to do this as a career, and realistically, it's not gonna happen within several years. So
Oh,
I gotta keep
definitely.
I gotta keep that expectation low,
That,
and
and it doesn't hurt to
just
have a contingency plan. You know, someday, like, what happened with Mixer? One day they're like, yeah, Amazon's cutting us off, so we're closing up shop on Twitch.
oh yeah, for sure. I
Because
mean,
if
eh,
Microsoft, which has like crazy money, they thought Mixer was like unprofitable. It's like, ooh, yikes.
I mean, the fact that Microsoft didn't bother to keep going with Mixer and just completely shut off Mixer, it's kind of crazy. It's just for a while there was no competition until Kick came in and tried to compete with Twitch. Like, yes, there's definitely going to be some people who still won't like Kick because of the gambling thing and all this other stuff. Well, people won't like Twitch because of the hot top stuff going
There's
on and the
one good thing
Gooners.
Twitch is trying to do, because a lot of people got frustrated that went to Kit. You know, they English wasn't their first language. The people that spoke Arabic or Spanish, they're like, well, there's more people that speak my native language here, and all the people are there on Kick. And Twitch has been trying to, get more people, cater a little bit more to them. And I'm like, that's a good thing.
What in terms of
Like, being able to have more language support options for people. Because English is hard.
no? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're even trying to put more language options on Twitch. But I'm surprised. Oh, no, I'm not surprised that I'm not surprised that they're doing it, but I'm surprised that they're starting to put more language options for Twitch, even though it's been released for how many years? Maybe for basically almost over a decade now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised they haven't put different. Uh, they didn't put different language options for Twitch, which uh, which is definitely neat. Is it going to solve the issue that I feel like it's plaguing Twitch? No, but it's a nice step for people who have language barriers.
Yeah, so
But
it's not all doom
that's
and gloom, as like some people are saying. But then again, I've been on Twitch for 3 years now, and
yeah.
since the day one, people have been saying, "Oh, it's dying. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, the sky is falling." It's like, yeah, no, no,
I
it
would
can get so much
no,
worse.
I don't honestly. I don't think it's. I'll be honest. I definitely think it's dying in a way, just because the there's been some certain things that Twitch has been doing, and most people don't like that, and people have been kind of trying to leave Twitch for reasons, and they're tired of Twitch's BS, and like back when what obviously I did say I was streaming for about for basically a decade now and such. Twitch used to be full of gamers. Like
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, what Twitch meant to be was like you can live stream and be able to game a lot. But now that norm is going is definitely going away. And the fact that now it's becoming like a Twitch, like just chatting stuff with hot tubs, which I don't know why they added that, and all this other stuff that I don't know why they added as well. It's just like it's these weird categories that they lost their identity, and it's just like Twitch
Mm-hmm.
meant to be streamers. It meant to be you can live stream when you're gaming, but the fact that they, you could do just chatting on YouTube and you could be able to get views easily.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
but the fact that what Twitch when Twitch moved away from purely play games and stream to now something that is like it's nice it's nice that there's a variety of stuff like that. But the fact that most of the streams, like if I look at Twitch right now, let's see, let's go to browse. I'm gonna guess probably probably a lot of people on just chatting.
That and
Yes.
people getting
IRL
frustrated with the rule of like
just chatting.
insecurity. Like basically it's like, oh well this girl can wear a skimpy cosplay outfit, but oh if you have a cartoon avatar or VTuber model, that's too skimpy. It's like like either crack down on both or do neither. Like they tried to do artistic nudity for like a week and that was kind of funny.
Yep, and
It
it's funny.
backfired.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, make up your mind. I don't like you're losing your like Twitch. Like this is like Twitch is losing its identity because of this double standard BS of with VTubers and also freaking the Flash people who are basically doing the same thing that VTubers are doing, but in a cartoon fashion. And
Mm-hmm.
and VTubers are getting punished more. I, make that sense to me. It doesn't make it to me. I don't understand that. How come real life females get to do all that, but VTubers, female VTubers, can't do that?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't. They're fictional. These VTubers, like VTubers, are fictional characters. Explain that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does all that work? That's where I get pissed off with Twitch. It's a double standard moderation of what's been going on. Whether it be males, females, VTubers, flesh VTubers, it doesn't matter. The double standard needs to go away, and that's why I believe I believe Twitch is dying. Is from my 2015 self to now, Twitch has gone downwards in terms of moderation. And the fact that they haven't fixed a single thing with moderation, they're trying to fix the moderation thing in terms of why you got banned and such, but it doesn't explain the reason why you're banning people for no reason other than, oh, they're a VTuber that are showing this,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not banning the people you're not banning the real life people that are doing the same thing as well. You, you gotta choose your mind.
I wonder. This is something I noticed on YouTube. A lot of like ASMR channels got dinged in the last
Yeah.
year or so. So I wonder if Twitch is gonna follow the same pattern of like, yeah, the clicking disturbed people or something like that, and like, we're gonna see a bunch of channels get suspended. It's gonna be interesting seeing like how closely it mirrors YouTube's like history. Before the apocalypse, I would say we were around like 2014, 2015 YouTube, where it was like, how we had like news and streamers or people doing like IRL stuff being like, it's just a prank bro type stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then the
Oh yeah, for
apocalypse
sure.
happened, so.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's also the reason why I don't like our Kick, is I originally also didn't like what Kick is doing as well. It's keeping these nuisance streamers, like, you probably know Johnny Somalia and all these other
Mm-hmm.
assholes that have been on Kick streaming themselves do dumb shit in public, especially in Japan. Like, why are you offending? Why are you doing this to Japan? They already had enough of their shits. Why are you doing it to a country that is respecting respecting everyone, but then you make it people who want to genuinely want to visit and want to learn, visit, respect, and like learn the culture, the Japanese culture, and you're ruining people like me who want to potentially maybe live there for a little bit, uh,
Mhm.
and all this other stuff. Uh, but now you got these nuisance people that are making it worse for us, and the fact that now people now now that non-tourist only Japanese people can only go into certain places, or they tourists cut off areas where tourists cannot be allowed. That's what pissed me off, and it's just like, I understand that. I understand that Japan has the xenophobia issue back in the day, and it's still happening. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of going down, but it's now rising back up, and it's just like, well, I guess we're going back to good old Japan, good old times Japan, where tourists,
Isolationism, yeah. That's sad.
foreigners cannot go to certain areas, or they can't go because they're a foreigner, or they probably live here, but they're not Japanese.
Mhm.
That's that pisses me off. But but we can't learn our lessons, so they got to protect themselves by doing this. But I understand it from them, so it is what it is.
Yeah. I did kind of fall down a weird rabbit hole the other day of like people, it could just be because people talking about like it seems like everybody wants to be a streamer now, which I'm like I think it's kind of funny because people think it's
Mm-hmm.
a get rich quick scheme, and it's kind of like when people initially seen VTubing and they thought that was a get rich quick scheme and learned the hard way.
Oh yeah, no, no, oh yeah, for sure. It's the whole doing this thing, get money and shit like that, buddy. They're like the fact that people have this type of mindset is either either delusional or stupid. It could be either the two.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there's people have that type of mindset. You could do this and be able to get rich. Like for me, I wanted to do for me. VTubing was like this interesting phenomenon of like, oh, like you're still kind of like I still show my face, especially this weekend. I'll be showing my face again. But the fact that you could be this cool looking anime avatar and be able to create an avatar, a character that's that's basically you.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically like for me, this character is me based off of my zodiacs of what I was born with, which is
Mm-hmm.
Chinese Dragon and a Taurus, where a Taurus, which is
Mm-hmm.
a ox, or their humanoid version of ox is Minotaur. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where I came. Where that's how this VTuber was born. But uh, it's like these people just do it because they just want to get money, and it's just like I don't know. VTubing, like I definitely don't feel like I'm a tourist or anything. Like how wow other people don't understand VTubers, like how other people just do these agencies because they think it's money, even though you need to understand the core concept of
Mm-hmm.
VTuber agencies and such. I feel like for me, VTubing is just like a fun thing to do, and also show your personality at least in terms of your anime or furry or whatever character form. You're showing yourself and having that personality, and like being you know coming up with interesting different lores of how your character became this such. Like it's one of those, and it's just one of those things that people just like anything when it comes to content creation just misrepresents on just like like they misrepresent themselves on how what it means to be as a content creator, or especially when it comes to like competitive playing and such, competitive when it comes to like professional players, like in terms of regular sports, esports, whatever the case is. You're not there just for a quick buck of money. You're there for being because you're passionate about something and you want to get that trophy at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's what competitive players do. They want to get that trophy. Money is side thing. Just like with content creation. They want to also not only get fans, make people happy and such. They want to at least help others as well. Like help other charities as like help others as well, like charities. Just people that need the help and trying to do the nice thing for anyone in terms of like helping communities and such. But with people that just don't understand the core concept of content creation, it's hard. It's hard to it's hard to you know get people to understand that you can't just make off of you can't make a quick buck here and there. You have to make good content. If your content sucks, you're not going to make a quick buck.
Mm-hmm. And what someone's content is very subjective. So I take it you've been doing the IRL tourist circuit for a while,
I
or at least
mean,
cons in particular.
pretty much, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I I always show my face. I only like even though I became a VTuber, I was a face cam streamer before, so I would show my face for not special reasons, for just for on special occasions like me going to conventions, or especially this year when I did my 12-hour birthday stream.
Oh.
Yeah, and so going doing the RL streaming in cons is definitely I I did this when I was at the Anime Expo Chibi in 2022. That was my first time ever actually doing it. I attempted to do it in 2019, but I didn't have great stuff.
Mm.
And also internet the data connection was so bad back in the days when 4G was a thing. Now we have 5G. And that's mobile data. Even though mobile data it still has some dead spots here and there, like Anime Expo this year. When I went there, there was definitely some dead spots and caused like issues with video and audio feed and such. So, but it was better nowadays with like 5G, way better. Like last year, um, I still streamed. I when did I get my new phone? I believe I got my new phone. Oh no, I got my new phone during 2023, and I started the live streaming, doing
Mm-hmm.
IL streams off of my phone, and it was a success.
Oh, so
It
no
was definitely a
specialized
success.
equipment. Like I've seen people, they have like full on like that like backpack type things. They got the equipment in there, and I was kind of curious about it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh wow, thousands and thousands of dollars, and like I got sticker shock.
Yeah, like back in 2019, I tried to try to stream off of my old phone when like I said, I tried to stream off of my phone. Uh, Data was so bad for me, but in 2022, I tried to do it again. It was actually not bad. It was actually not bad since it was Aussie Chibi. Chibi was is not a big place, obviously, so
Mm-hmm.
the data connection was no issue for me. But when I got my new phone that had like 5G and such, I was like, oh, it wasn't as bad since my old phone. So decided to do it. Like when I first for about I believe 2 years actually, 2023 and 2024. I've been live streaming off of my phone, and then I started having all these gimbals and home gimbals
Oh,
and such to make obviously for the videoing more stable.
yeah.
But with now this year, when I got my DJI when I got my other cameras, like DJI cameras, like Osmo, like a small gimbal camera. If you
Mm-hmm.
heard of the Osmo Pocket 3, like a really small like gimbal camera, I got
Yeah.
it this year. Uh, I found out that I can actually because you can live stream, you can connect the Osmo little gimbal camera on your phone, you can actually live stream from YouTube and
Oh.
Facebook or whatever IMT ITMP service you have. So I started doing that, and it was actually really it was really it was actually really successful. Like now I don't have to carry my phone. I mean, I still have to check. I still have to carry my phone since I have to remote into my streaming PC to switch scenes and such.
Mm-hmm.
But I can, you know, hold my camera, hold the small camera, like with ease since it's not as bulky like holding a phone with a big phone gimbal. So and like having, you know, it's still not like it's still not like IRL like more popular IRL streamers that have like
Mm-hmm.
a little thing in the backpack and like has multiple mobile data connections and such, where I could just use my phone and it connects to an RTMP like technical thing, a server, a endpoint server to that host service, and then also I had to do a few I had to tweak a few things with OBS and such in order for that stuff to work. And the fact that I could just get my camera to host a live stream on my phone, send to a cloud service, and then send it to the OBS like WebSocket server
Oh.
on my streaming PC, and my feed could be able to be sent from where I'm at the con to my home PC, which now that's like the thing I'll be doing for the rest of the IRL streaming journey until a new system comes out that makes it easier. But we'll see.
So besides Anime Impulse, what other cons you're going to be traveling to?
Anime Impulse. Yeah, Anime Impulse definitely this weekend. I do plan to go to other ones. Like, obviously, I want to return back to TwitchCon, even though it's a little farther away, and badge prices are
Mm-hmm.
a bit expensive. But it's not. But I did want to last year's for the very first time ever going to a TwitchCon since it was here in San Diego. Um, I definitely thought that I definitely thought it was really fun, meeting your VTuber friends that you streamed with and collabed with and friends with on Twitch, and meeting them at TwitchCon is definitely a nice feeling, and also getting exclusive like access to and like just seeing the all the stuff that's out on the exhibit hall and like just some of these panels. It's definitely interesting, I'll say. I mean, I don't think it'll be. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think I'll be able to go to TwitchCon all the time since like it's all gonna come down to timing. Since it's a bit far away and like
That it
it's
really
a bit far
depends on like
away.
where people are in the U.S. because some people fly in from into the U.S. for TwitchCon, or like me, I'm on the other opposite side of the country, and it's like, ooh, that is way too out of my price range to go to TwitchCon.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, like the only reason why I went to Twitch, even though like TwitchCon, like for me, even though the ticket prices were expensive, I thought to give it a go since like it's not too far away. It's only like a couple hours away, but it's only a couple hours away. Okay, so I just thought to give it a try and like I still have fun. Am I going to be going there every year until 2029? I don't think so, since like it's all timing since you know people have to work and such, and like it's just timing wise it's going to be if something conflicts with like a weekend or something like that, or you just there's other stuff your real life stuff is going on and you can't do a lot this weekend. You got to do stuff this weekend, and you just gotta you have to, and like you can't make it to TwitchCon, then like understandably you can't go. Then you can't go there, obviously, since you got real life stuff going on. And And if you gotta do stuff on the weekend, then you have to skip out. Unfortunately, then I will have to skip out. Unfortunately, but until it gets near the end of that weekend, we'll see what happens. But I do plan to. But other than TwitchCon, I do plan. I definitely do plan to go to Chibi again,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously just the smaller version of Anime Expo, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do plan to go to Chibi. I mean, whatever. I mean, I am thinking of like I am looking at other Twitch anime cons that I haven't gone yet, but sound interesting. Definitely, I'm definitely looking. I'm thinking of going to the other ones, but I'm just not sure yet since it's some of them since I just don't know. Some of them are a little farther away, and some of them is it really worth my time? I'm not sure. So it's all gonna come. It just really depends.
Out of curiosity, like when you're doing the con thing, are you like handing out business cards saying, "Hi, my name's Genuine. I'm a Taurus Dragon," while you're there?
No, I'm not okay. Well, I'm not popular enough to have business cards. I'll say that. Like, I can't really commission. So, but I do tell them that I do live stream and I'm this person. So I showed them. Even I did mention I went to the LA Connect thing
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter. So, I did show my show my TwitchCon badge when I was at the LA Connect thing here in LA. So I did show that. Really hoping that, really hoping that I could, hoping that if I do go to TwitchCon this year, I do hope to meet more streamers, but we'll see what happens. But I do get people to some follow me and such, and get interested in me. So that's neat for me, at least.
Besides the IRL like con scene, what other kind of content are you hoping to make in the future?
Well, I did. Well, I mean, I did doing a lot of Call of Duty content, so in that. I did have some. I was thinking of doing like cooking streams and such, but then I realized probably not the best since like kitchen's not in the best shape at the moment. So,
Well, it's something fun to do
like,
like down the line or in the future, you know.
future wise, there's a few projects I want to do in the future. It's probably not going to be VTubers. It's probably not going to be in a lot of best interests,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the idea is going to be out. But I have the idea out in the scene. Like, I want to like for me, I love Call of Duty. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's fun. I want to host like a VTuber tournament for
Oh.
a VTuber tournament for Call of Duty players for VTubers who play Call of Duty. Not the Warzone, but multiplayer. Like like Call of Duty League rules, 4v4s and like all this other stuff. And like the this is the part where I don't think a lot of people are going to be interested. I would like them to, how Hololive VTubers, do like their 3D concerts and such.
Yeah.
I want to do something like, like kind of like what like how esports LAN tournaments are, but I want to do it in like that type of setting, but with the equipment that Hololive has with their 3D concert and such.
Oh, like
I want to do
people
something
in
like that.
mocap suits type of thing?
Yeah, and also and like doing the whole land, like the whole local area, like the whole local tournament setting.
Yeah, I
But if
don't think
that's
I've ever
even
seen anything
possible,
quite like that done either.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like it's definitely very ambitious because there's not going to be probably not a lot of people with 3D 3D characters. But it would be interesting to see if something like that can be done. Like, 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 like I would invite everyone who can prove to themselves that they are good how they if if they are good, like their how they play online and such, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, be able to show the performance on land and show that they are legit. And it's one of those things where it's just like I want to do that sense not only for fair and squareness, but also just like do something that no other VTuber like no other VTuber idea has ever been done before, which is do play in a local tournaments with like obviously that it has to be in like using technology that Hololive has with their 3D concerts and such.
Mm-hmm.
But like just being able to show that potentially it could be something like that can be done in a VTuber scene. I just don't know if it's gonna have attraction for it.
I mean, it could be done. And if people are like, "Oh, what about 3D model?" I mean, V-Ride, you could download one off Booth as like an intern model. Because I know, like, you want like that super live 2D, nice look. That's like $3,000-$4,000 at least for a 3D model.
Oh
I
yeah,
know I've
yeah,
priced it, and it's like, ooh, sticker shock.
yeah. It's well, well. I mean, you're not. I mean, Live 2D is one of the scenes, but I mean, I would. I mean, there are. I mean, the Hololive does have their 3D models that look like the live 2D
Yeah,
characters. So it's. I mean, you're not be. I mean, it's definitely gonna cost a lot for sure, but I think it can be done. It's just it's gonna be the matter. It's gonna matter. Can the technology with like the only concerning part is can the technology with like how you have to be in an open area to put
mm-hmm.
a whole 3D for the cameras to be able to pick up your body movements or such, can it track you know you sitting down and stuff like that? That's like the only main concern. And also obviously location wise, you can't have people just like with whole life. You can't allow people to show their location or
Mm-hmm.
know where they are and such. So that's the only question. That's only the concern is privacy wise in
That
terms
and
of
the mocap suit, that's gonna get expensive though too. Like that's what I can
it's.
just think of offhand. Depending. Hmm.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, I'm thinking out loud. I'm trying to think like the cheapest one I know for 3D tracking offhand are like Makopi. That's like 400 at least last I checked. And like you want to do like a live 2D like even a chibi, that's at least 800-900.
Yeah. It don't. Well, I mean, I don't think face tracking is the issue. I think it's more of if I want to do the setup where Hololive does like the 3D concerts and such. When you sit down with uh with your back behind a gaming chair, is the camera going to lose tracking of that? That's the big concern for me, at least. Since like I want to have the setting where you are 3D models of your characters, but I want to make sure that where like from like obviously if your hands from like for me
Mm-hmm.
the for me like if you lose tracking of like certain parts of your body parts, your body part will probably start to freak out. Like that's the part where it gets hard. You don't know if parts of like your model is gonna be freaking out because
Mm-hmm.
the camera, the multiple cameras that is pointing at multiple different locations is gonna lose tracking somehow. Since like you're gonna have tables that are gonna be probably either covered either black or like wooden structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's probably gonna cover up those tracking locations like on your hands, your arms and such. Like that's the big part I'm a little concerned about. But I think it can be done. I just feel like I want to do a LAN tournament, but only with like their live 2D characters and such.
Ah. Like the only way
But
I
we'll
could
see.
think of like another issue is like from messing around with my 3D, I noticed like, oh, if you wear too baggy clothes, like it has a hard time tracking you. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't think baggy clothes is gonna matter because it's just gonna phase into the chair anyway.
Yeah.
It's just other tracking on your body, on your real life body parts. It
Mm-hmm.
just that's where the concern is. So I'm thinking like maybe do maybe first do like an online tournament with like with like the team that you could be the teammates you could be playing with, you know, get them together in an apartment or whatever or a house. Make sure their connection is good in terms of being able to play on the server or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
play like kind of like if you've seen the online like if anyone watches the Call of Duty League and such and how they do the online tournaments with LAN and then they go to LAN and such. Like I want to kind of have that type of setup, but with but obviously your your obviously your since you're a VTuber, gotta show that VTuber self and making sure that you know their equipment is good and they're receiving the right equipment and like all this other stuff for
Oh,
for
definitely.
for the tournament. So it's just going to be interesting on how that's going to be executed since that's the more important part. I just want to see it. I just need to somehow execute it right without any tech issues.
I think it can be done. I'm looking at anyone in chat have any questions for Jen?
Hmm.
Check. So you said you did a 12-hour stream for your birthday. What's the longest stream you have ever done?
I would say I don't remember which year I did it. I know I did a 16-hour stream. Am I? I mean, am I going to do a 24-hour stream? I don't. Not in a long time yet. Not in a long time. Unless if it's something very special and I get popular, maybe I'll do a 24-hour stream. But as of right now, I'm not doing those very long streams yet.
Since September's coming up next or September, are you doing anything special? That's a lot of people start doing subathons next month.
Honestly, for my 10 years of streaming, I never thought of doing it. Well, it's probably that was the thing back in 2020, but started in 2020, but I never done anything like that. Even though I reached 1,000 followers, I never done anything to celebrate it yet.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna try and stream every day, health depending on it.
Because
In
to me,
September,
like to me, it's like to me, like not only it takes a lot of planning, it's like I don't have a lot of viewers that I. It's probably just my self doubt. Like I don't know how many viewers are going to be watching me. I don't know how many people are going to watch me. It's like it's like I d- and like I just don't know if people are going to be subbing to me a lot, and then oh, it only lasts one day.
well, you
Well,
can
great.
also grind for subs on YouTube technically, because I understand like, times are tough. Like, yay, I have sub people on there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is grow my YouTube channel now since I've been. Well, I mean, I did before I did multi stream. I did come back to YouTube streaming 2024 since like because Call of Duty League has there's weird like extremely exclusive rights in terms of like they're only allowing people to stream to do watch parties, but you can only do it on YouTube.
Huh.
Like that's the reason why I only came back to YouTube was because streaming on YouTube is because the watch parties that I do, you can only stream, you can only do watch parties only on YouTube, which is dumb, which is still dumb. I think multi-streaming is the
That
way to
is
go, but
really weird too, because I know like
yeah,
there was the Summer Games Fest, they were allowing people to do watch parties on that, Gamescom. That's weird. Call of Duty is kind of like, no, it has to be this one platform.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, to be fair, they have done exclusive. I mean, 2023 is when they broke it with Twitch. When they broke it, 2023 is when they broke on the 2023 season in Call of Duty League is when they broke it with not only streaming mainly on Twitch. That's like it's not multi-streaming. It's not multi-streaming, but because esports is you probably when it comes to gaming, you probably expect Twitch to be more popular. So they switched back to Twitch, and then they started multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So it's like it's one of those things where I just feel like I understand why they only signed exclusive why only on YouTube since like money wise, but also like you know
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I don't like how television deals are. Oh, you want to stream this? Oh, we want to stream this, but we need a streaming deal in order for it to work. In order
Mm-hmm.
to do all of this. So it's hard. It's definitely one of those things that I just feel like I understand what they're doing, but I feel like that's not the way to do it if you want to grow your esport by streaming exclusively on one stream. It doesn't work like that. But we can't control that. We can't. The community can't control it. So
Exactly. We can't really have too much influence on what these people with suits, or in the boardroom are saying for these big deals.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's weird because like it's Holy has like all these influencers that trying to defend, like they're trying to shill for this new game, even though the community has spoken, it looks dog shit. So it's like, well, your influencers are getting called out because the community, you don't want to face the truth. The game just doesn't look that great, and people are not excited because of what's been going on with Black Ops 6. So many
Mm-hmm.
cheating issues, server issues, the manipulation of like this code and coding shit of like how people. It's a little complicated, but it's a little complicated. Like when you have skins, like apparently there's like there's like patterns of like on how they basically manipulate on how where you are a good person, but you don't kill the person. Where they're a bad person and they somehow kill you. It's like this weird manipulation coding in their matchmaking system that it just doesn't it's weird that they're promoting. It's just weird that they think that it helps people, feel like that they're good and such. When in reality, if you're dog shit, you're dog shit. If you're good,
Mm-hmm.
you're a good player. You know, you should deserve good players should deserve more praise than shit players, in my
So, like
opinion.
a handicap
Like
mode, is that what they're trying to implement?
in terms of skins, in terms of like the skins you buy and such, in a way, yes. Like I don't know the full term. I haven't really fully gone into this whole thing, but it's like it's one of those things where they try to manipulate that they think that you're some for some reason you're good. Like if you're a good player, for some reason you can't kill this person, but they can't. But their movement is dog shit, and but they somehow kill you. Like how does that make any sense? Like it's one of those weird things on why are you manipulating shit that you shouldn't be doing? Like you can't be like these companies can't be doing this whole matchmaking manipulation. It's just it doesn't like it makes the person feel like you're wasting. It's like it's making the good players feel like they're wasting their time when they're being manipulated into something that when they're being manipulated into making the person think making the bad players think that they're good, but they're really not. When the good players should be playing good, but somehow they're playing like shits when their kills don't get confirmed or whatever the case is, or even hit markers. Sometimes their hit markers don't even detect. Like, what's going on with that? Yeah, like I feel like it needs to be gone. that shit needs to be taken off if someone wants to fix Call of Duty, but won't be for a while.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think we could just wrap it up here. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for inviting me. I mean, this
Of
was really
course, of
fun.
course.
I'll say.
All right. We'll see ya. All right. Ooh. Nope, nope, hold on. Nope, there we go. There we go. We got it. I think Discord's working. All right, we got that done, I think. That was funny. Okay, hold on. Gotta turn you off there, Discord. Oh my gosh, Discord's freaking out. All right, everyone, you did good. We did a good job. It turned out good. So, well, I was debating and humming and hawing on unpin. We can look for someone to raid because I'm getting like really tired and see who we can who's online. Ooh. Poke my head and see who's here and stuff. Oh, of course, of course. I appreciate the raid too. Oh, definitely. I poke my head in with some people. Check, make sure. Hold on. All right, I want to make sure the people that I'm interested in raiding that they're not getting ready to raid it out. Ooh, I know who we can do. Ooh, I have an idea. I was just about to end it here, Isaac, unfortunately. But next time I'll be live is on February 1st. Oh, yeah, you have a lovely night. Thank you, thank you. We're going to read, not February, September 1st. September 1st. I don't know what time. I'll be like really tired. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what time is anymore. But September 1st, it'll be the next time. 12 a.m. EST. Oh, monkey. Yeah. I was debating on whether I was gonna edit this or not, but I am like, I can feel myself like getting really like goofy tired. So we'll raid out. Oh, here, why don't we get the raid message here? Yeah. Actually, someone who's actually, I can't even type. Okay. Bitrate Banter raid. We'll do them. Well, they're stuck in ad land. That'll be the raid message. Of course it happens. What are you doing there, Twitch subs? That is wild, man. Alright, welcome back from Adland. We are going to raid out. I know who we can raid out too. Shindigs! They're very creative in this space, and they're usually aren't on this time. Oh no, did they go offline already? Oh no, they're still there. They're still there. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking around. Have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you on September 1st.